Bottoms up. That seasoning blend on that chicken is, oh man, yeah. What's going on, everybody? My name is John Serwin, and this is my kitchen. Welcome. Today, I'm going to show you how I made this blackened chicken tenderloin po' boy. Homemade remoulade, homemade blackening season, a nice little spicy switch up for some chicken. I'm going to show you the techniques and how it's done coming up. Stay tuned. For our blackened seasoning blend, we're going to go in with 3 tablespoons of some smoked paprika, 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, 2 tablespoons of some granulated garlic, 1 tablespoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon, you could use cayenne. I like using this stuff. It's called jalapeno powder. It depends on what mood I'm in. Today I'm feeling jalapeno powder. 1 tablespoon dried thyme, and then half a tablespoon each of oregano and rubbed sage. So I'm just going to eyeball it and put about half in each to make up 1 tablespoon's worth. Open it away from me to keep those spices from rushing into my nose. Hey, looks pretty good. All right. I'm going to end up transferring it to a little shaker bottle. Now it's time to prep up our chicken. We are going to use chicken breast tenderloins for our blackened chicken this time around. And tenderloins are great because they are already so small. I might smash them down just a little bit, but I'm going to try and get this tendon out right here. The best practice I have seen, chicken tender down on the surface. This one's already started for us, which is nice. Tendon through the fork like such. And rip on out. Man, you can leave them in there if you want. I just like taking them out. I don't always take them out. If I'm making this at the firehouse and I'm making a bunch of them, guess what? I'm not sitting here ripping out 60 different tendons. All right, I'm going to finish up the rest of these and then we'll start seasoning it up. All of our tendons have been taken out. I degloved my one hand because this is what I'm going to use for my seasoning. So we already have about, we'll call it a tablespoon and a half of olive oil in there. We're going to go in with about a tablespoon of some apple cider vinegar. When I'm making like a quick marinade, I think of Italian dressing, right? Italian dressing, the top 2 ingredients are always olive oil, cider vinegar, and spice or seasoning mix. So I'm going to go ahead, heavy-handed, and actually so heavy-handed that I'm going to pop that, heavy-handed on the seasonings. I really, especially for blackened seasoning, I really like a lot of seasoning on there. And then just move it around with my gloved hand. We're going to give this a good 20 minutes to sit and marinate. For our po' boy, we are going to make up a sauce known as a remoulade. I don't know if this is a classic. I call it a remoulade. I don't know if it's like the classic New Orleans type remoulade, but yeah, it's kind of a great utility sauce. And guess what it starts out with? Pretty much like a lot of my sauces, half a cup of mayonnaise. So we're going to go half a cup of mayo. I'll have the exact measurements, but this is kind of how I do things. It's by eye, but I've been cooking for long enough that I have a good idea. Plus, we're going to let this sit for at least a half hour in the fridge and retaste it. So anyway, half a cup of mayo. We got 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, about 5 glugs, as I like to always say, of Worcestershire sauce, 15 glugs. Oh, I forgot I took that thing out of there. Took the little stopper out of there. Make sure you check that before starting to get in there. But yeah, that's probably about 2 teaspoons to a tablespoon of hot sauce. Next, we'll go in with some pickle juice brine. I have some bread and butter pickle juice, so it's slightly sweet. I enjoy it. Go in with about a tablespoon. Next, we're going to go in with 1 tablespoon of some honey. I try to usually keep these measurements relatively easy. About a tablespoon of everything. So guess what? We're going to go in with a tablespoon of parsley, 1 tablespoon of cilantro. This is basically like a herbed hot mayo. Think of it that way. And 1 tablespoon of some green onion. We'll go ahead and give this a mix up, see if we need to adjust any sort of seasonings. I can already tell we're going to need some more hot sauce in here. So we'll call it 2 total tablespoons of hot sauce. But again, we will let this sit and we will try it out in about a half hour. That's looking a little better to me. Forgot one last little thing. I'm going to microplane a small clove of garlic, raw garlic, into here. If you have roasted garlic on hand, feel free to use that, but I would go with about 3 cloves of roasted garlic. This was raw, so I just did 1 clove. And again, back into the fridge now. Over at our stovetop, we are going to bring 12-inch stainless steel pan, throw it onto some medium heat. Let that heat up for a good 2-3 minutes. In the meantime, I do have a nice French baguette or French loaf that I'm going to just heat up in the oven at about 275 for maybe 10 minutes. So we can have that nice crunchy exterior on the bread, soft pillowyiness in the center. Stainless steel has now been heating up. We're going to do the old water test on it. If the water beads up, moves around just like that, she is ready to roll. So it's technically it's cooking so fast that it's moving around like that. That's when you know stainless steel is ready to roll. We're going to get rid of it. That's the best way to check if your stainless steel is ready. So we have our chicken here. Going to give it one last little toss around. And I think we could possibly fit all of this on there at once. Since there's already olive oil on this, we're going to just go ahead and lay away from us. And we are going to let the stainless steel cook this until it releases. That's when it'll be ready. And we are going to actually blacken this. You got to cook it on high heat like this, either in cast iron or stainless steel, to blacken the spices. We'll do 4 at once. Let me go ahead, cover it up with my splatter guard, and we'll be back. In the meantime, we're going to throw our nice French loaf, let's see if I can get that fully into the oven. Give it about 10 minutes just to heat through and get a little bit crisp on the outside. Currently been about 2 minutes. We're going to take a look. Oh yeah, we're looking good. That's beautiful. Exactly what we want to see. A little bit of blackening, but not burning. Remember, you could do this on the grill if you want, but this is a blackened chicken po' boy. If I was at work, I'd be doing this on a grill just because I'd have so much more room and could get it all done at once. But this is working out perfectly. I'm going to actually scoot this up and get my other ones on there just so this doesn't burn. Time to check the temp. I always love to go by temp, and let's see what we're sitting at. Oh, beautiful, 150, yep. These ones are all done. We're going to pull them on off. Just throw them onto a plate. Let the rest of these tenders cook off. All right, we are going to retrieve our bread out of, oh yeah, look at that. See if you could hear that. Hard on the outside, nice pillowy on the inside. What I'm going to do is just lop off a nice, maybe about a hand's worth. Ooh, that's nice. And I'm going to lop off just this little end here. We're going to give it a cut down the center. Open her up. Oh, there we go. Ooh, got a little rip job, but that's fine. Take out a little bit of the top. First going to start out, throw down the remoulade, a little bit on each side, right in that center moat area. Next, we're going to throw down some bread and butter pickles. Omit the pickles if you want, but I am a massive fan of these things, so I use them on quite a bit of sandwiches that I make. If you've been a fan of the channel, you may have noticed that already. Next, we're going to throw down probably, let's see, how many do we want to do? Oh, good size, good portion. Got to do at least 4 of these. We want to make it substantial. There's 3, 4, and you know what? Let's do 1 more. 5 right there. Save the rest for a little snacking. Next, we'll go on with, I'm going to put the tomato right onto the chicken, followed by a little bit of lettuce, and then some very finely sliced red onion. And maybe, why not? Let's do a little more lettuce right on top in there. Close her on up. Oh yeah, if you had avocado, feel free to do that, but there we go. That is I'll give you guys a cross section and show you what she looks like. All right, and there you have it, folks. That is a blackened chicken tenderloin po' boy with that remoulade. That is, basically a spicy herbed mayonnaise is the best way I could put it. I don't know if it's technically, if anyone from New Orleans here wants to teach me on what a remoulade actually is. Maybe I got it right, maybe I got it wrong. I don't know. But like I said, most of my sauces that I make for sandwiches, since mayo is my favorite condiment, it's mayo based. But yeah, it's something a little different to just switch up, sandwiches. Like I said, at the firehouse, we have sandwiches or some sort of variation of a sandwich for lunch. And you kind of just have to keep coming up with different recipes and try out different things. This one's a keeper in my book, and switch it up from just your regular chicken sandwich, dazzle it up a little bit for the ladies and fellas. But nothing left to do but give it the old official taste test. And I gotta say that cross section looks pretty good. If you can't find chicken tenders, go ahead and grab some chicken breast. Then I would butterfly it thin or fillet it thinner, pound it out with the meat tenderizer to get it even, and you can give that a shot that way. You know, don't let anything stop you from making them. Anyway, going off on a tangent again. Nothing left to do but give it the old official taste test. So, bottoms up. Remember, built-in napkin here. I'm learning that. But holy crap. Yeah, that right there. Good Lord, that chicken alone. You know, if you're trying to like be a little healthier or whatnot, not do the bread, the mayo, all that, throw that chicken on a salad. Like that blackened chicken, that seasoning blend on that chicken is, oh man, yeah. Top tier, I would say. But all those other flavors that play together in there, that bread having that crunchy outside and that pillowy inside. Yeah, I get excited by bread, and I'm learning how to make more bread. So watch out for those recipes coming up. Bread, buns, things like that. But yeah, everything just combines together so incredibly well. That blackened chicken, that herbed mayo slash remoulade has a little bit of that spice in there. Cools it all off with some of that honey, the bread and butter pickles, the lettuce, tomato, onion. Classic. It's just, man, oh man, this is something I could eat every day. And yeah, you guys let me know. Have you ever had a po' boy? Let me know in the comments below. Would you guys make this, or are you not a fan of spicy? If not, there's other videos I have on my channel that you can check out for chicken sandwiches, maybe a chicken cordon bleu or grilled chicken bacon Swiss. You can check out those videos. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and what do you guys want to see next time? Because I brainstorm and I kind of throw out what I do make at the firehouse, but I'm always willing to try out whatever you guys want. Once again, always appreciate you guys coming by, and just remember, you're only making food out of ingredients till you sit down and share them with the ones you love. Then it's a meal. All right, guys, greatly appreciate it. Let's keep this thing rolling. And now you can check out this video over here, which YouTube thinks you'll like, and here's another one that I think you'll like. Give them both a shot, see which one you like better. That'd be awesome. And feel free, hit that subscribe button down below. All right, guys, much appreciated. Every time you guys come by, absolutely love it. So till next time.